Hey, cheer up, Sarah. Yesterday at the store, I got us something. Don't know much about jewelry, but I hope you like it.
Wow, this looks so nice. Yeah, fuck my meeting. Fuck it. Wait, is there a reason why he's giving me this?
Sarah, listen to me. There's something really important and personal that I have to tell you. Sarah, I'm sorry, Sarah. My BT just got announced by the OP video.
This is the place. Snow is hiding in here? Heh. So this cheapskate jewelry is the key to open this door? And why the fuck would Sarah want this piece of shit necklace anyway? Wow, it worked. They really opened the door. Why are you moaning? Were you fucking vamping? And you didn't ask me to join?
Ow!
1 hour later.
Wow, it sure feels great having to own the BT, huh, Lightning? You, me, Caius, and Noah. Hey, why the fuck are you cosplaying Cloud?
I was hoping that I could get a rework like Cloud.
Yeah, I know. Not everyone is getting so many Brave plus HP attack. Everyone. Except you, huh?
Don't get too cocky. Listen, Snow. As much as I love Sarah like you did,
Still do.
whatever. Next time, when Sarah's BT gets announced, get her a fucking better necklace, you cheapskate.
Get her the fucking better necklace? Ha! I'll do you better. Why don't you get a better fucking rework first, Claire?
Don't call me that.
Claire?
I say don't call me that name.
Claire?
I say don't call me by that name.
Don't like that name? How about renaming it Sinclair? Clarissa? Clarity? Clara? Eclair? Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back and thank you all so much for tuning back into my channel once again. Today we have quite a lot of news to cover, namely that we finally have details on the much anticipated 6 Warrior Party quest, which I will be covering on the later half of this video, and also lots of exciting units that are getting their LD for the remaining month of September. But before we proceed, as usual, a big thank you to Leo Bob and SERAH for the really prompt translation that the both of them have posted in Discord, which I will be reading out from. So yeah, without further ado, let's proceed to talk about what we will be expecting for this upcoming update. So, you've seen the intro. Snow is our upcoming BT candidate. So his BT does an AoE Ice melee plus HP attack, and his BT grants party stats up, Ice enchant to the party, and a 100% brave refund on all HP damage dealt. This BT effect looks really familiar, right? Well anyway, that is all the details we know so far about Snow's BT effect. More details will be shown on his upcoming showcase video. So alongside Snow's BT, Lyse will finally be getting her LD on the same day as well. So let's talk about what her LD does. Her LD does Party Brave heal based on attack and then deals an AoE melee Brave plus single target HP attack. It has splash damage and then grants herself a buff called Way of the Wheel. So the Way of the Wheel buff grants party stats up, and both her attack and defense will be enhanced. I don't really know exactly what that means, but anyway, we'll find out soon on the showcase video later. Now alongside Lyse and Snow, Emperor's BT will be the next unit that we can choose to realize to the plus variant as well. Yes, like finally, Personally, I really like using Emperor and pairing with Setzer. It's just so my plans will be that I'll probably green Emperor's BT to the BT Plus variant, maybe? Depends on how good of a reward Emperor is getting. Otherwise, I'll just completely skip greening anyone until October. And yes, I don't really intend to get Snow's BT since I already have his LD. And talking about reworks, yes, Snow, Emperor, and Lyse will be getting their reworks as well. Very exciting. Next up, Freya will finally be getting her long-awaited LD as well. So let's go through on what her LD does. Her LD grants Party HP Heal, Party Brave Heal based on own max brave, and then deals an AoE range plus HP attack. Grants herself 1 stack of Dragon's Crest, which is her buff from her skill 2. And then she also grants herself 3 stacks of a new overhead buff called Brilliant Dragon Arts. So her new overhead buff, as mentioned earlier, is a stack-based buff that cycles through. Stack goes up by 1 whenever Freya X, and once at 3 stacks, her brave attack transforms to Descending Dragon. Also, her overhead buff grants party stats up. So, Descending Dragon does Brave Heal based on own max brave, leaps into the air, grants 20% EX recast gauge, plus 1 turn to all of her existing buffs, and will not count towards turn count. This attack is also a low turn rate, meaning she pushes her turn further back, very similar to Kayn. And then she delivers Spear while airborne, and Spear is an AoE range brave plus HP attack, ally brave, and HP heals based on HP damage dealt. Will not consume Freya's brave, and target can be launched. Next, she triggers an AoE range plus HP attack when she lands on her next turn. Brave heals the party based on the damage done when she lands, and note that the landing attack doesn't launch enemies as well. And once Freya is on the ground, her stacks reverts back to 0, meaning you gotta build up her stacks to 3 stacks before she's able to leap to the air again. So very similar to Kayn's LD. Wow, this is gonna be funny bringing both Kayn, Freya, and a Turn Hogger to a team fight. Pretty sure that's what most players are thinking now. Also, a new spear weapon skin called Radiata Raid will be available for purchase. Now, the weapon highlight of the month, and for some reason, the devs is showing us all of the 4 weapons with some details on what they do as well. So let's dive into it. Her skill 1, and this is probably her CP15 weapon. So her skill 1 is aim range, brave plus HP attack, and it grants herself a stack base buff called Raging Fire Throwing Barrage. And this buff grants own stats up, and after party does an attack, including herself, she triggers a follow-up attack called Surround. Attack is boosted as well depending on the amount of stacks she has. And Surround, which is her follow-up attack, is an AoE range plus HP attack. Also, her follow-up attack has a plus and a plus plus variant, which, if I have to guess, is dependent on the amount of stacks she has. And each follow-up decreases her stack by 1. She has a very similar follow-up mechanic as Prompto, whereby stacks drops, Now, onto her skill 2, and this should be her 35 CP weapon. Her skill 2 is an range, brave plus HP attack, which deals splash damage, and her skill 2 also increases her stack base buff by 1, which is great. So this means she hardly ever runs out of stack if played correctly, though the downside is that units that turn Hawk can abuse her follow-up attack. Well, anyway, not game breaking, just a different playstyle. Next, her EX skill is called Fortune Star, which is an AoE range plus HP attack. Grants herself a buff called Fortune Star, and her EX also grants her 2 stacks of her follow-up attack buff. So, Fortune Star grants party stats up and further increases her own stats as well. Now for her LD, it does an AoE range plus HP attack. Grants herself another 2 new buffs called Turk's New Face and Like a Shooting Star, and then grants herself 3 stacks of a follow-up attack buff. Turk's New Face grants party stats up. Like a Shooting Star will not decrease her follow-up attack stack count.
And that penetrates my mind, and then the whole
of Cissnei's kit.
Okay, I take it back. turn Hogger units gonna go with Cissnei now. So would I be pulling for her? I most probably will, given that it is an FF7 unit plus her kit looks really fun to play around with. And next up, this will be her alternate costume. Will I be getting it? Most probably not, because honestly, I'm kinda broke now because of life. Alright, 2 more news. Free pulls for the remaining month of September. So we will be getting free pulls for the upcoming 2 banners, which is the 6 Warrior Party Quest event. Don't worry, we will get into that in a sec. Rerun BT banner, which is probably Emperor's banner. Silver Week campaign, which is gonna be Freya's LD. Raijin's Intertwined Wheels is getting a free pull as well. So is Up 3 Chapter 7 Part 2, which is Cissnei's kit. End of Month Gacha, which is the next upcoming BT, and the Rerun BT banner will be getting free pulls as well. And final news of the day. Let's talk about the upcoming 6 Warrior Quest, and remember that this is the beta version, which will eventually turn into a permanent event on the next subsequent 6 Warrior Quest. There will be co-op challenge for this like the usual old event, but this time round, less the stupid Gilgamesh tokens. See? Even she is worried if Gilgamesh is back, which thank goodness he isn't. No characters will be synergy as well, so there is also some quality of life UI that we will be receiving, but I'm still not exactly too sure if these will be implemented only for the 6 Warrior Quest or like any quest moving forward. But anyway, let's dive into it. See the all attack with the red border around here? This is one of the new addition features that indicates the enemy will be unleashing a powerful attack, most probably a HP attack. Also, you can check the moves of the bosses and as well the HP threshold attacks or any other bosses gimmick as well. Additionally, the threshold are also shown over here. Now as for the swapping of characters, any units can be swapped to anyone, but it can only be done once per turn. So meaning, see now that it's Ram's turn, so once she decides to swap to any of these 3, say example to Cloud, and when Cloud shows up on the battlefield once swapped, Cloud will have to wait for his next turn before he can swap to anyone again. Units that are KO'd will be moved out of the battlefield and swapped to another character. You can, however, revive units that are dead, but they will not have startup buffs until they are swapped back to the battlefield again. So that is it. What do you guys think about the 6 Warrior Quest? I will and most probably be doing a guide on the 6 Warrior Quest once I have a better understanding and hands-on for that event, so JP players or even global players who are watching this video, please look forward to that. And as for my pool plans, well, as of now, I'm just waiting for Cissnei to drop and hopefully I won't have to spend too much gems to get the full kit. What about you guys? What are your plans? Anyone excited for Snow's BT? Anyone dreaming Emperor? Any FF9 fans looking forward to pull Freya? Any FF14 fans looking forward to bring Lyse to the party again? Alright, so that will be it for today's video. Thank you all so much once again for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video, please do consider giving it a like and a sub. So until the next video, good luck to everyone's pool, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Bye bye!